Advisory committee is set to meet with the BCCI in London for the selection of the next coach of Team India, according to sources. As of now, several applicants who have in fact thrown their hat into the ring will be called for interviews. The meeting is expected to be convened by BCCI CEO Rahul Johri. The idea is to pick the brains of the three members of the Supreme Court appointed COA. Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav, Ganguly and Laxman are already in fact present in London for this crucial meeting. If needed, the applicants may in fact be called for an interview on Skype. My colleague Ishwarya joins us with more on that. Ishwarya, it seems like quite a few people have applied for this coveted job, and what's interesting is that even though many had thought that Anil Kumble had had enough and he was stepping aside, he too has thrown his hat into the ring.
Well, absolutely, Neha. The big news which is coming out from London right now is that CAC Cricket Advisory Committee, which consists of the legends Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav Ganguly and Laxman, has to meet today to appoint the new coach of Team India, as we were knowing, and remember, Anil Kumble's tenure for the coach of Team India has already will end after the Champions Trophy, and now today CAC will meet in London in closed doors and will decide amongst the 6 shortlisted candidates who are Anil Kumble himself, Virender Sehwag, Tom Moody, Richard Pybers, Lalchand Rajput and Duda Ganesh, who were shortlisted by the BCCI CAC, will now meet today to finalize the name of the new coach, and this particular meeting will convened by BCCI CEO Rahul Johri. He will be present in that meeting, and in a meanwhile we will get to know that what will be the outcome of this meeting right now in London. And the big news is that which we have broke earlier, that Sachin Tendulkar will have the final say to the new coach, that or he has to decide the fate of Anil Kumble, that he will be going to continue for Team India's new coach the second year as well,
right,
just because he had only 1 year of his tenure. And
right, Ishwarya, stay with us. We'll come back to you in just a moment, because at this point I want to go across to Anshuman Gaikwar, who now joins us on the phone line for more on that story. Mr. Gaikwar, important developments there. We will perhaps know soon who India's next coach is going to be. My colleague Ishwarya there making the important point that it looks like the final decision is going to rest with Sachin Tendulkar. And what's also very interesting is that all this while there was speculation about how Anil Kumble wasn't interested in the job anymore, but he too has thrown his hat into the ring, if sources are to be believed.
Well, I think basically if you look at it, Anil must have been told to apply again, because if you ask me, the thing is little inappropriate asking Anil to apply, because he's already a coach. He's shown what he can do, and what has been happening with the Indian team. The Indian team has done extremely well since he has taken over. Now, again, for him to asking him to apply, what are they going to ask? What is the committee going to ask? Or what are they going to talk to him about? Because we have seen it with open eyes. So that was one. Second, well, committees, since it is logically speaking, if you talk about, it is just that 1 year tenure was given. So you need to, do the entire process again.
Like, what you're making an important point there, that an incumbent coach would probably not have thrown his hat into the ring were it not for the fact that he had been asked to do so. Does this then mean that he does enjoy the support of the powers that be, who are going to eventually decide in this regard, even though there has been a lot of talk about not just his rift with the captain, but also with the BCCI?
Well, talking about the rest, we really don't know. I mean, there has been a lot of stories. Virat has also clarified that there's nothing of that sort between him and Anil. And let us understand, somebody who understands cricket, if there is such a big rift between a coach and a captain, it would definitely affect the result of the game. Or because the atmosphere in the dressing room would be very, very tough and very different. But that has not been happening. The team is doing well. So it could be, as a coach, I have been coach myself. I had Azhar as a captain. I had Sourav as captain. I had Sachin as captain under me. There is a difference of opinion. Does not mean there is a rift. And difference of opinion, why
But
not?
Mr. Gaikwad, if I may come in here, we all saw what happened between Greg Chappell and Sourav Ganguly. And in fact, even others like Sachin Tendulkar have spoken about that period. And really very few Indian cricketers have spoken favourably of Greg Chappell's tenure as coach for the Indian team. Now, if those rumours about the Virat Kohli-Anil Kumble rift are to be believed, and there was a reference to that even in Ramachandra Guha's resignation letter, you would recall, which perhaps lent credence to a lot of those rumours, even though denied by Virat Kohli himself. Do you think that despite that, this advisory committee could go ahead and in fact give Anil Kumble another year? And if that does indeed happen, is that something that's going to go down well with a captain who may not be happy with such a choice?
No, to be very frank, nothing is going to happen without discussion with the captain. So it's very, very important what a coach can do in the team and what he cannot. So there's no...
All right, we seem to have lost the line there to Mr. Gaikwad. At this point, we can also go across to Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, who's also on the phone line, I'm told, with us. Mr. Sharma, your reaction to these developments that we are hearing about. There's going to be an important meeting of the Cricket Advisory Committee in London, and soon we will probably know who the next coach of the Indian cricket team will be. And sources seem to suggest the final decision may in fact rest with Sachin Tendulkar.
Well, I think they are just following the procedure. Last year they gave the, Anil Kumble a 1-year tenure, and now since it has to be renewed, so they have asked for applications, and I think it is a regular procedure now that every year they would be sitting and, taking a call on who would be the next coach for Indian team.
All right. And also, how do you react to the fact, Mr. Sharma, that Anil Kumble, the present coach, who many had thought had ruled himself out for another term, has also now sent in his application?
Yeah, he was automatically considered, as BCCI has said that he need not to apply. He is automatically, his candidature would be, looked after. So, there was no point. He doesn't have to apply. He is automatically there for the...
Right, sir, but you know that there were enough rumours about a rift between him and Captain Virat Kohli, and it was in the context of those rumours that many had suggested that Anil Kumble was ruling himself out of the contest. In that context, I think it is important.
What else when you can hear it from the horse's mouth that Virat Kohli himself said that there were no, differences with Anil Kumble. What else one can expect? Like, there are rumors that he said in the PC also, press conference, that there are no differences with Anil Kumble, and it was clear, that there are no differences, and this is what was shown in what we saw in the match against Pakistan also, that they played superbly and they were all looking together.
Right.
They were looking like a team. So I don't think these were all rumors only.
All right. You believe these were just rumours. Of course, Virat Kohli categorically denied any rift with the coach in that press conference he held on the eve of the crucial India-Pakistan match. But will those rumours die down anytime soon still remains the big question, because speculation still continues in the media. And now, of course, all eyes will be on that crucial meeting taking place in London, which is going to decide the fate of Anil Kumble. And that's when we'll know whether he will continue as the head coach of the Indian cricket team or whether someone else is going to replace him. Thanks very much, Mr. Sharma, for joining us with your perspective on that story. And thanks to my colleague Ishwarya as well for bringing us the latest updates on that developing story.